pumped up, ready to go.
I need a beer.
Gotta wait, buddy. It's not noon yet.
Oh, I know. Oh, we can have beers at noon? That's awesome.
Is that not the universal rule?
It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Or was it 5
o'clock
noon?
somewhere?
Whatever.
Whatever. What's up, boys and girls?
We'll finish this discussion later.
Jonathan Mercado.
Ben Rudnick.
For another exclusive show of GoFast Solutions. We're going to call it Eye on the Prize Wednesday.
Eye on the Prize Wednesday.
Why do we call it Eye on the Prize Wednesday, Ben?
Well, you see, we've got a little show coming up that we're going to probably talk a lot about in this episode. Who would have guessed? But one thing we haven't talked a lot about, we've teased, is the prizes. So we've gotten a lot of the stuff out of the way. Well, we're going to still talk about it, but we've talked a little bit about the format change. We talked a lot about that. But I'm still getting questions on the prizes because everybody knows GoFast does the prizes big. So we're going to finally answer some of those questions today. Not going to lie, we're probably still going to have some teasers. We're going to leave some of that teasing. Just, we got to make it exciting so that you guys tune in next week, the week after, for your gift cards that we're going to be giving away at the end of the show.
We legit have a ton of prizes, guys. And in order for you to win, you do have to, register, download Event ZEE on your phone. The Event Z is going to ask you for a code MX23. Make sure you complete the little task that you have at hand with the Event Z app, and make sure you show up to the show, because if you don't show up to the show, I don't care if you fill up God's name on your birth certificate. Unfortunately, you're not there. You're not getting it.
Yep, and we want to make sure we get this in early, because I think we glossed over it, kind of got in the middle, but it's April 12th, MassMutual Center. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, take a look at expo.gofst.com to look at some of the changes that we've done to the scheduling. We're going to have trainings in the morning. Show floor is going to open up about 11 o'clock. Once we get a little later in the day, about 5:30 is when all the prizes are going to go, but we also have some trainings going on. There's some prizes around those trainings we're going to talk about in a second. And then we're going to be doing a happy hour. We're going to be doing lunch. Solar Guards will be getting breakfast in the morning, so we still got all that kind of stuff going. But make sure you check that out. If you need any info on parking, that's always a hot topic. Make sure you let us know on there. Park over at the MGM Casino. Walk on down. Drop a couple bucks in the meantime.
Hold on. Make sure, if you are parking at the MGM garage, it is free parking. But make sure you're not lifted. We've had a couple of customers with lifted pickup trucks. Yeah, you're not going to get in the parking garage. It's I think 8.5 feet or 8 feet, height restriction. So yes, your normal pickup trucks that are not lifted will fit. My F-150 fits there, no issues. My buddy's F-150, who has a 6-inch lift with some big mutters, 23s, yeah, he's not fitting there. He's going to hit that bar. So make sure you're not lifted. If not, you're going to have to find another spot that you're going to have to pay for parking. And unfortunately, guys, that's on you. Bring a car that fits in the MGM garage.
Yeah. And then if you're coming from far away and you wanted to maybe stay the night before, the night after, we got a lot of vendors ourselves that stick around. So if you want to hang out the night before, make sure you let your salesperson know so that we can go ahead and help you out with the accommodations in the hotel. That there is a little bit shorter time frame on, so try to let us know by the end of this week for sure. Deadline's going to be very, very early next week. So by the end of this week, we got today, we got Thursday, we got Friday. I know I'm going to be reaching out to a couple of guys as soon as we get off the live here, but make sure you get that stuff locked in. We want to make sure that this is an event that is as little out of pocket as possible. We always try to make sure that we support. Obviously, we give away a ton of stuff. Maybe you end up with one of the gift cards that we're going to give away. It'll cover some of the gas that you got. But either way, we want to take away some of those obstacles, especially the new accounts and the existing accounts we have out in New Jersey, the Long Island market, upstate New York. If you're up there hanging out with the polar bears up in Maine, and you need a little bit of help, make sure to let us know. And we'll see what we can do for you with some accommodations.
Yeah, guys, there's plenty of hotels throughout that whole area. We are centralized in the major point of Springfield. You've got the MGM Casino that has their own hotels. You've got the Sheraton, that's the one we're staying at, that's literally diagonally across the way from the event. You've got Holiday Inn. you've got La Quinta. There's plenty of places to stay at. We do recommend either MGM or Sheridan or Holiday Inn because it's literally walking distance to the show. But we've got a lot of guys that are staying at all three of those hotels, different places, different times. Call us and we'll help you out with some accommodations if you need them, like Ben said. So make sure that's that. So it's 3 weeks away, guys. 3 weeks away till the show. April 12th, MassMutual Center, Springfield. 8 to 5. I'm sorry, 8 to 6. We say 8 to 5 because happy hour starts at 5 o'clock, and usually that's when everybody hangs out. Prizes are given out. You know what I mean? And it's just
we loosen up the tie.
Yeah, little chill. It's
loosen
chill.
up the tie a little bit.
Yep, it's chill time. Just remember the format has changed. It is much, 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 much bigger. You're gonna see a lot of new vendors there. A lot of guys, are coming to show their stuff. Note to vendors, come with your A game. Don't talk about, well, this is a Maestro HD1. Good stuff for Harleys. No, tell us what these Maestro HD1s fit on, what it'll do, what are the feature sets of it, the Memphis Mojo subwoofers, why do they blow the competition, etc. A game, guys, A game. So make sure that you're going to get asked a bunch of questions. You're ready for that. And also to all all the dealers, make sure you come with questions. You guys constantly ask me, Ben, Scott, Nate, Kava, etc. questions.
Barry,
Yeah.
Demetrio.
So many different salespeople here. You guys ask questions that honestly you can ask a vendor at the show and you'll get your answer in a matter of seconds versus us having to do research, having to call the manufacturer, and get you the answer you need. That we're here to help you guys out. So just make sure you come with questions because vendors like to be asked questions.
Yeah, and before we move on to the next portion, which is going to be we're going to be talking about some of the prizes. Jonathan said not to bring a lifted truck, but I'd still say bring some sort of truck, maybe a van, something that's got some storage, because we're going to be having some blowout, not prizes. We're gonna
Cash and carry.
Cash and carry specials. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Special day. Specials are going to be there. A lot of the stuff is going to be only at the expo, so you're going to have a way to take that stuff home with you. Mm-hmm. So make sure you prepare for that. Bring some cash. Make sure you get your credit card with you. We're going to be able to really help get in with some of those big I wouldn't say big buy-ins, but some big opportunities for some discounted products. So make sure you're able to take advantage of those, because this isn't going to be going on after the show. This isn't, hey, I couldn't make it down, hook me up. No, this is, we're taking it down in a van, then we're leaving the van. We're not taking the van back. It's going to be whatever's at that show has got to go.
Hey, let me tell you, last year that room was very, very, very successful.
We got a lot of stuff to go.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was gone. We were wheeling and dealing. If you wanted more, you wanted to take the whole lot. We don't want to put it back on the van. So make sure that if you see something you like there and you're willing to negotiate a big chunk of it, get a hold of your sales rep. See what we can do for you. Like Ben said, we don't want to take that stuff back.
It's a one-way van trip.
Yeah.
We're bringing it up. We're lighting the van on fire. There's no way to get it back. You guys got to take the stuff. So go ahead. Make sure you're prepared to capitalize on that opportunity and get the best deals that you possibly can.
Correct. So make sure, guys, bring cash, bring your credit card. Don't bring a credit card with like $50 limit on it. Bring a credit card that's got a few $1,000s limit on it, so that way you can stack them and rack them on your showroom floors. Like I've always said, always have something on your showroom floor to show customers, and that way you buy it on a deal. You get it, you get at a promo price, and you make more money when you sell it at retail. A lot more money. It's common sense. So, guys, make sure you come with some cash. Trainings start at 9 a.m. sharp. So make sure you get there about 8:30. Every year it gets backed up. We have multiple people at the front, checking people in. You do have to check in to the show before you can get into the classes and the show. So make sure you come in early, 8:30. You're there, you check in, and you go straight to the class. Trainings are from 9 a.m. to 11:45. I don't know why I repeated myself. Showroom floor opens at 11 o'clock sharp. There's going to be lunches at 12. There's going to be keynote speaker at lunch, which, let me tell you, very, very interesting keynote speaker. I've heard him talk. I've read his book. Very interesting guy that you want to listen up to. He's going to give you some tips and tricks about your business and just how to think outside the box because, unfortunately, let's face it, guys, EV is here. EV is not going away. A lot of you guys still have not adapted to EV. If you do not adapt, you will be gone. I'm just forewarning you right now. The EVs are completely different. Voltages are completely different ways that you got to handle the car. So if you're not adapting to the time changes, you're not getting into, like a wall box electrical charging station, then you're going to lose out. You really are. So guys, make sure you sit around, you ask questions, because let me tell you, what did they say, 2025 or something like
Too
that?
fast.
Yeah, 2025 or 2030, whatever it is, all gas engines will cease to be sold. 0 gas cars will be sold. 0. I don't understand the concept because our infrastructure is not ready for it, but 0 gas cars will be sold. So make sure you're on the leading front of that because it is going to get kind of hairy for the guys that are not prepared for it.
Yeah, and this is something this always goes on. Technology always changes. We've been through technology changes. You guys have been through technology changes. But the shops that are going to be the most successful are going to be the ones that are riding that wave. You don't want to be playing catch up.
Nope.
So you want to make sure you're out in front of that. You're an industry leader so that when things do change, and inevitably it's always going to change. There's never going to be a time where it's just, status quo. You always got to be expanding business and things like that. But when it happens, you want to be one of the first ones to be able to take advantage of that. So again, trade shows, things like this, incredibly, incredibly important, not just to go ahead and see what is out for you to make money today, but also to make sure that you can continue to make that money in the coming years. A lot of us are still a little ways away from hitting that golden retirement age, and some of us, we want to just keep on doing this forever. So you want to just stay in it, and you love the industry. You really got to, unfortunately, at this point in time, you got to keep that education, that foot on the gas pedal of education, especially right now with some of these big changes. Great place to start, Mobile Expo 2023.
So show floor, I already said that. PNS demo, so they're going to be doing a detailing demo on the showroom floor. Starts at 3. There's going to be some prizes for that. Solar Guard demo starts at 4 on the showroom floor. There's going to be prizes for that. Happy hour kicked off at 5 with prizes starting at 5 also. So let's get to some of the teasers, nitty gritty of prizes going on. And the reason I mentioned PNS demo and Solar Guard demo, check these prizes out. So a lot of you guys are questioning, what else can you do on your shops? I visit a lot of shops. I see a lot of shops. I talk to a lot of guys. I'm going to tell you right now, window tinners are very hard to come by. So if you are a shop owner, or you have an employee that's been with you forever, Solar Guard Window Tinting Business School. If you attend Solar Guard's live demo on the showroom floor, you get the scan and all that. One lucky person has a chance to go to that Solar Guard Tinting Business School 5-day event in Massachusetts. It's a $2,000 value. Some lucky guy, one of you guys or ladies, is going to be lucky enough to win that, and you'll be learning about tinting. You're going to learn how to take it off, put it on, become a tint master at your shop and make extra income. That's
no, I was going to say, yeah, if you notice, we're going to be talking a lot about things that are going to better your business. So we really want to hammer home that this is more than a mobile expo. It's more of a business expo. So we always preach about trainings. Obviously, we give away a ton of stuff. We're talking about prizes right now. But we always preach about bettering your business, learning more stuff. So we want to start incorporate some of the prizes into that idea as well. So like Jonathan said, we're going to be doing a live training at the expo. So you come on down, you bring your people, you're going to get a nice little training there, which is It's going to be as in depth as you can get within a very, very small time frame. Again, the expo itself only runs for a matter of hours. But we wanted to make sure that if that's a category that you wanted to get into and support and really start to make money on, we want to give you the full experience. So we're going to give you a 2-day training. So again, think of everything that you're going to be able to learn just by showing up in the hour that you're going to get while you're at the show. Take that and amplify that over the course of a couple of days. So we wanted to give you guys that opportunity to send a representative, maybe yourself, maybe it's a person that you have on the team that you see a value in, to go ahead and get that training. So Solar Guard, thank you for that. That's an awesome, awesome, awesome prize.
So in order to win that, you do need the Event Z app. We talked about this app a lot. I've mentioned it to my guys a lot. You have to scan the QR code when you attend the Solar Guard training at 4 o'clock. One lucky person who's at that training is going to be called at the end of the event, and you're going to win the prize. The second one that's going on is the PNS detailing class. So if you attend that class at 3 o'clock, you scan the barcode with, once again, Event Z. I keep telling you guys, make sure you download Event Z. One lucky person is going to get a 2-day trip to San Francisco, airfare, hotel,
and all the tuition, everything.
Yeah, all the tuition pretty much. For PNS training, you're talking about some of the best in the industry. Training you on being a detailer for 2 days. And that you have to scan the QR codes, and that class starts at 3 on the showroom floor. So make sure you guys scan the code with Event Z. Make sure you're at that class, because at the end of the show, one lucky person is going to win that trip for 2 days to San Francisco at PNS.
Yeah, and just like with the Solar Guard one, everybody that comes to the show is going to be able to get a condensed version of that. So we're going to have that, just like Solar Guard's going to be doing some live window film demos. PNS is going to be doing some live stuff there as well. But it's a lot of people around. You're going to have to be, squeezing in. We get a lot of people to these shows. You're going to listen in. I guarantee you're going to get something. But if you see the value in this category and you want to expand your business, again, what better way to do it than a hands-on training, 2 days instead of trying to squeeze it all in an hour. Much smaller, more intimate environment where you can go ahead and get a lot of those questions answered. And it's also in San Francisco, which I'm like, man, just like that alone. But airfare, hotel, we're going to cover it all for you. We want to take all that out of the equation. We want to make sure that no matter who wins, you can take advantage of this. You just have to go there ready to learn and cover your own food and stuff like that. But get ready to learn. We're going to take care of the rest of the stuff for you.
So, and then we're also going to do another giveaway. So a lot of you guys have been actually following First Tech and what they're doing on social media. They have a First Tech Academy. One lucky person who attends their training at 9 a.m. in room 4, all right, and scans the QR code for the training is going to win a 2-day trip to Houston, airfare, hotel, accommodations included, to obviously fly over to Houston. So they're on room 4. Training starts at 9 a.m. It is going to be one lucky person scans the QR code with Event Z. That way you will hand pick somebody at the end of the show, and one lucky person is going to get to fly out to Houston to get trained by CompuStar, First Tech, about all the latest and greatest products, and go to their First Tech Academy. So that's a 2-day trip on that.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on that one as well. Again, that's a huge category, obviously, up in New England. But it's not a category. I mean, you'd think that if you're dealing with GoFast that it's a category that you're already in. No, we talk to a lot of guys, and a lot of times it may be a detailer, maybe it is a tinter that is looking to get into that category when their business starts to slow down in the wintertime. They want to be able to supplement some of that income. What better way than with remote starters? But remote starters, while they're becoming a little easier, you got T-harnesses and stuff like that, it's still a professional install piece. So it's not something that Jonathan or myself can just be like, oh yeah, all you have to do is you hook up this wire, that wire, you clap your fingers, you rub your belly, and that's it, and then it's done, the customer's happy. It is still very in-depth. You have to have a base of knowledge to it. You're dealing with a customer's car. Not done correctly, you could cause big damage. I mean, let's be honest with that. So First Tech is, and they actually have multiple classes. You can check this out on their website as well. So if you didn't get the free trip that we're going to be sponsoring and you still wanted to attend, they do have these classes available. But a great way to go ahead and get yourself ready. So we're slowly getting out of remote starter season now. I mean, I say slowly because I thought it was over, and then it kind of came back, and then so who knows? Maybe we got another 6 months of it. No way you could tell in these days here. But one thing is for sure, there's going to be another winter coming, and it's going to come sooner than later. We're going to have a winter a summit that is going to help you ramp up for it. But if you're really starting out, or if you've got a new team member that maybe isn't cross-trained, that may be doing something else that you want to get them cross-trained in starters, a tremendous opportunity. Again, hands-on. We're going to be doing level 2 trainings here at the show, so you're going to be able to get a lot of that information. There's going to be, again, I feel like a lot more education going on at this expo than maybe some of the other ones in the past, but not going to be able to start from baby steps and get you all up into running a marathon. That's going to be for First Tech Academy. So another huge prize. Forget the value of the prize itself, which, I mean, it's an expensive prize, but forget that. Think how much that can increase your business, having another person on hand to take in a starter or 2 or 3 a day when that time comes again.
And these trainings are invaluable. There is no value to learning about these type of stuff. If you win, one of those 3 prizes that I just mentioned, it's invaluable. Think about the money that you can bring into the shop just by bringing something new that you are not used to doing. Detailing is humongous. Tinting is humongous. Remote starters are humongous. If you're not in either of those categories, all 3 of those categories, you're leaving money on the table. Another prize we're going to give, and these are all prizes that we're going to say at the end of the show, so you do have to be present in order to collect these prizes. And you do have to use Event Z to scan all the barcodes throughout the room. We're going to have barcodes on us as sales reps.
One-on-one meetings again.
Yep, one-on-one meetings. Vendors are going to have barcodes. Bunch of things going on at the same time. So make sure you get with your sales rep if you want more details.
Yeah, those were the training prizes.
So now
we got some grand prizes coming now.
So now we're going to talk about branding packages. A lot of you guys, you want to get shirts, you want to get hoodies, all branded signage at your shops. We're doing a branding package by Team Critical, $2,500 value. It's going to be a custom package for your company apparel and store signage. So that's awesome because, Team Critical does very nice designs with banners, logos, decals, sweaters, hoodies. That's where we get our hoodies and sweaters from, and our shirts and all that stuff. So you see the quality that they provide to you. So just branding your store, being unified, makes a humongous difference on the quality of customers that come in through your store.
Yeah, I don't think you could dispute the fact that when customers come in and they see well-branded stores, employees that are all in uniform, all uniform looking the same, it's going to create an environment where customers are going to want to spend more money.
Yeah.
So again, being that we're pushing a business expo at this mobile expo, it's a business expo, we want to make sure that your business can take advantage of that. Team Critical, they've actually been an account of ours as well, so they do a ton of different stuff, but signage, they do apparel, all that kind of stuff. They will hook you up. So make sure you start drawing up your logo now, or actually maybe there's something we got for that one as well.
Yeah, so another prize we're giving away is a design package from Designer. Ooh. Now, if you don't know who Designer is, they are the company that puts all these lives together. And as you can see, very detailed. D and his guys do an awesome job at making sure that it's very, very detailed. All these lives, all these flyers. Every flyer you see, every banner you see is put together by D and his crew. So it's a $2,500 package for branding, print, and website. So make sure that, if you win that, you talk to D. It's a consultation package. So it'll be for branding your business and designing your business, like I said, with brand, making it your own brand, printing and website development.
Yeah, and I'll say, I don't even think we have to say what you're going to get. The fact that these guys could somehow make us look like we know what we're doing during these lives, give us something professional to be forward facing to you guys. I hate to say it, but I don't know if Jonathan and I could pull this off without that support. So these guys are award winners. They do a tremendous job for us. If you've seen how our ads and a lot of the things you guys get through the box stuffers, through our website, through email, if you've seen how that has grown and how much better we are at that part of the business versus other iterations that we used to be part of at a different point in time, I think that's a testament to itself. But what you'll be able to get is a consultation with these guys, and they're going to tailor a package for you. So whether it's something to do with your website, whether it's something to do with logos, anything like that, they're going to have a consultation with you, and then you're going to have $2,500, I think it is. Yeah, $2,500 to go ahead and put that plan into action. So again, can't say enough about it. We want to just say thank you again, because this is how we're able to facilitate all this. So huge, tremendous supporters, great guys. They're in they actually have office space here at GoFast. So local, we get to see them all the time.
Yep.
Sorry, I guess sucks for them, but good for us.
They drive Miatas and 300ZXs.
Yeah, they come out to the racetracks with. So awesome. Again, we're putting a little extra sizzle on that one. We really appreciate it, and I think that is again a tremendous thing, because you get a lot of guys out there now that are great at being shop owners. They're great installers. They're great people. They're great family members.
But can I say something?
But they're not great at doing some of that other stuff.
No, in reality is some of you guys suck at branding your business. You really do. You suck at branding your business. So this company is going to help you, especially, the branding package, the design package, and also the next package I'm going to talk about, social media package. All this is about branding your business and making yourself seem like, you're better than life itself. Why is it that you have a shop that's in front of you? Those guys are getting fucking Ferraris and, Porsche and all that good stuff. And you're getting Honda Civics, Toyotas, Corollas, You're getting the low-end cars. So, branding is humongous, guys. You guys got to make sure you brand yourself. So the next package we're going to talk about that we're going to be giving away is a social media package. This one is from Modern Media. This guy's been in the business for as long as I can remember. He used to be my sales rep for Rockford. He's John Dewart's an awesome guy. He's going to be doing custom packaging centered to your business needs on social media. So that's what he does. He does a lot of our social media posting. When you see the GoFast or Instagram post, it's John. TikTok, he's been doing them. It's about branding yourself, guys. So make sure that you understand that one hand washes the other. So you have to brand your stores, because a lot of shops are lackluster in the department. You have to brand yourself, all right, meaning shirts. Ain't nothing worse than going to a shop and you see a guy with like a shirt that's censored, doing some negative things on there, and you're trying to buy a car stereo for your, who knows, you probably have a Porsche outside.
Yeah, you're trying to sell a $10,000 job.
Yeah, trying to sell a $10,000 job. So it's all about, appearance. So make sure you guys all have that. So that's why we're doing the branding package, we're doing the design package, and the social media package.
Yeah, and that social media package is $1,000 value. So again, that stretches a long way when you're talking about digital media. And again, I'll even fall in the sword on this one. I don't think it's a secret. Social media is not a strong point for me. It's actually probably one of the weakest parts of my arsenal.
He sucks.
Yeah, and again, it's something that I'm aware of. It's something that I'm just not great at. And I take phone calls from guys all the time like, man, how's this shop doing this? I want to brand myself better. I want to get out there. But I don't have the time. I don't know how Facebook or TikTok or Instagram works. yeah, I mean, don't feel bad. I'm right there with you.
Meanwhile, I
Jonathan, on the other hand, maybe wouldn't
understand.
But then a lot of times people are getting their kids, or you go to the local high school, you find somebody that's that you can hire on at minimum wage to come in and handle your social media. And it's just that whole process within itself can create a lot of anxiety, but it's necessary in today's world to go. Well, for some of us. So that could be a huge, huge benefit. Help lift you guys, get you guys going, get the plane off the ground and into the air, so that you guys can keep on running with the increased social media presence. Again, Jonathan mentioned it. Unfortunately, again, I gotta even think about these things. You gotta have some sort of social media presence. You have to have ways to communicate, especially when you're dealing with your customer bases that you don't know. You're going to have to get out and get new clientele, things like that. What better way than them having the opportunity to see maybe a designer ad come across their Facebook feed? Now they call you guys up and you're gaining business that you didn't have previously. And all you had to really do was just go ahead to the consultation with designer. All you had to do is get with Modern Media. They do a lot of the legwork for you, and now you're reaping those benefits.
So I did mention last week on our last Facebook Live that, I do go to a lot of restaurants. A lot of restaurants you guys would have never heard of. You guys have no clue about them. And the way that I found those restaurants was through social media. Like I said, some of those guys, some of the shops are doing the whole, looking at what they're doing today and showing off product and stuff like that. That's what they did with the restaurants that I've gone to. They've shown off their products. They've shown off their uniqueness of their foods. They've shown off, what they do different than other shops, that other restaurants do. And let me tell you, it really helps out to attract consumers' attentions. And that's the reason why, a social media package and a design package and a branding package all makes a humongous difference, because they're going to help you to brand yourself on social media. And I'm telling you right now, we may have 10,000 shops and really only 50 shops are on social media really branding themselves, really trying to push the envelope and understand that social media, if a customer don't know, let's say Ben's Car Stereo, okay? I don't know Ben's Car Stereo. I have no clue who Ben Car Stereo is.
I do the best work in town too.
Yeah, and nobody knows.
But I don't advertise.
Nobody knows him. I have no clue who he is. I don't know where his shop is. I've never seen it. I don't know what he carries. I don't know what he does. Meanwhile, he pops up once on social media. Boop! All of a sudden, he's getting a bunch of likes. He's getting a bunch of hits. He's getting exposure that he didn't have before. And that's what these guys are going to help you. And that new exposure that he got brings in new clientele. You know what I mean? It's all on what you guys want to make yourself seem online.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving away a lot of these prizes. But again, this is a business expo, so you're going to have an opportunity to see a lot of booths similar to this at the expo in some different categories that aren't even necessarily stuff we're trying to sell to you, or brands that we're championing. This is, again, going to be some of the opportunities to get with some other businesses, banks. Again, there's a ton of different things that you could do at your shop that don't necessarily have to do directly with 12 Volt, that just have to do with business, that we want to give you the opportunity to see. So make sure you put down, you block off that calendar, April 12th, you come down and go ahead and learn about that business.
And wait, there's more.
I don't think we talked about, there's one other prize.
There's more prizes, but this one's another one that really holds deep to my heart, because I actually won one of these at the last training that I went to. And
we go to trainings too,
Yeah, and let me tell you.
And we win prizes too sometimes.
Yeah, and it was just getting it at the house and being like, wow, this thing's huge. Sony is going to give away one 85-inch 4K HDR TV. I can't even tell you. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so basically, the 85-inch TV is going to be a guarantee. If you remember last year, we did the 4-shot parlays where we gave you a chance to win $1 million, $500,000, $250,000 over at the Basketball Hall of Fame. Well, we got something else in the store for you guys. Here's the teaser part. We're not going to tell you what it is.
Exactly. You'll find out.
Yeah, but we'll just say that there's going to be a chance to win a prize that's got a 0 in it, but that 0's got a bunch of friends too. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll let your imaginations kind of go a little wild. But yeah, again, we did it big last year. We can't just come in and waltz in and throw you. Nope, we got to do it big every year now. Now we screwed ourselves. Now we have no choice but just keep doing it bigger. So Sony helping us out with that. More to come, but yeah, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're there at 5:30 for this one.
And just remember, guys, there's many, many, many more prizes. So make sure you're there early. You're there to the end. You enjoy a couple of cocktails. You get fed. Afterwards, we can all head across the street to MGM like we did last year. It was like a suction of people that left the show to go to the MGM.
Oh man, they made out good that day.
Oh yeah, I made out. That was awesome.
We put a lot of people through college. A lot of casino family members are now going to college based on the GoFast Solutions MGM trip.
Oh, I almost forgot. One last thing. Guys, in the boxes, you're getting poker chips. Make sure you bring those poker chips to the show. They are, if you happen to get one additional entry to the grand prize, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100.
Some of you supporters, I've heard some numbers. We got some big amounts out there. We got some big amounts. So the people that are supporting GoFast and ordering from us on a regular basis, yeah, they're getting hooked up right now.
So just check your boxes because they're randomly being tossed in. Not every box gets one. Randomly gets tossed in each box, or not each box, but random boxes. Make sure you keep those and bring them the day of the show. When you go to the front registration booth, you're going to hand it to the registration people. They're going to mark you down, and they're going to put you on, the at the end of the show, the giveaway stuff.
Getting some more entries in there.
So make sure you bring them with you, guys. I cannot tell you the importance of that. So make sure you bring them.
Yeah, and I was going to say, we talked about prizes that we're going to be giving away at the show. You got to be there at 5:30 to collect a lot of them. Mm-hmm. We did promise we were going to give away a prize at the end of the show today. But right before we do, also want to make sure, we've got all this product out here, so we want to make sure that we point out a couple more of our platinum, or more than a couple, of our platinum sponsors. So Alpine, Memphis, iDataLink Maestro, ADS, Fortin, and Rydeen.
And Memphis.
In Memphis, yeah. Great sponsors, platinum sponsors previous year, also this year. So thank you so much to the platinum sponsors. This is how we're able to facilitate this show. So when you go out to that show, make sure you show those booths some love. Because again, even if it's a brand that maybe it isn't something that you carry, you're going to learn something that can help you potentially in the future. But also, even if it's a brand that you don't carry, these other brands have helped facilitate this whole show. So whatever takeaway you get, even if you're not a supporter of X brand and you really like Y brand, make sure you go over to all these booths, give them the time, let them explain out what they have, let them help your business. But also make sure you do that just so that we can keep putting these shows on. Again, this is a tremendous ask, not only for GoFast. I mean, it's tough for us, but for designer, for the vendors, it's a huge task to put this on, especially a couple times a year.
Not only a task, but it's also a very expensive one too. Like, you guys don't see how expensive it is to put on these events. We know firsthand from doing previous shows, ours, very, very expensive. We went from the Sturbridge Host to the MassMutual Center. The location is not cheap. The same way with Knowledge Fest, not cheap to put that. MasterTech, not cheap to put those events on. So guys, we don't ask for anything. All we ask is come on down, show the support, talk to the vendors, and just, be there to show everybody support. Last year was a record-ending show where there was a lot of people at the grand prizes. Let's try to do that again. Thank you to everybody that came down and stuck around. I know it's a long day, but we do feed you. You get your learn on. Some of you guys that have shops that understand that these trade shows are very, very, very important to your business. Really do social support every year.
The juice is worth the squeeze.
Correct. So thank you guys. Thank you all. And if you haven't registered for our show, go to expo.gofst.com. Once again, expo.gofst.com. and register there. If you haven't downloaded Event ZEE, make sure you go onto your Play Store for Android or Apple Store and look for Event ZEE. When you download it, it's going to ask you for a user code. The code is MX23. So make sure you guys have downloaded Event Z before the show. You finished all the tasks before the show,
Do
because
the pre-event challenge. You might win yourself some money.
we're giving away some money for the people that do pre-event. So make sure you go do it. One lucky person wins. Like, we love giving stuff away. But back to that. So make sure you do that. Last week we gave away $75. This week we're gonna give $50. So on your screen you're gonna see the wheel of names. And then next week is going to be $25 till the day of the show where it's done. So guys, if you haven't registered, make sure you register early. Make sure you show up.
Spin that baby. Woo.
Makes noise too.
Yeah, and more registrants this year than we did last year. That's why that wheel keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Joe Rodriguez, for winning the $50 gift card.
$50 coming your way
Crystal Clear.
when you get to the show, of
So
course.
another incentive, Joe, from Crystal Clear for you to come down to the show. You and Carissa.
How many more incentives do we need? That's all we got is incentives.
Yep. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I know this is kind of a long-winded episode. I kind of had, forgot to do beep. But, I just get so excited because I have a passion. Ben has a passion for this business. Our passion is insane. If you ever sat down with one of them, us, and really sat down and talked about business and just talked about a third-person view of your business, we're going to be very, very crucial on that because we're going to tell you how it is. I've told a lot of you guys that some of you guys need to fix your shops. And the guys that have listened have actually seen the increase in business. I've got a lot of guys that have increased. And it's funny because they send me updates all the time of what they've done new. And, how much does a gallon of paint cost you, really? How much does, a couple LEDs in your shop cost you? Dustings, shirts. How much does that cost you? Let's say nothing once you see that it's turning business over and making you more money.
Nothing if you come to the GoFast Expo and you win one of the bundle packages. Cost you nothing at that point, too.
Exactly.
It literally cost you nothing. But yeah, we can't be successful if you guys aren't successful. So I'll reiterate that fact that Jonathan just said. Sure, we have sales goals. Sure, we want to, hit our numbers. We want to do right by GoFast, but we get the bigger picture that if you guys aren't there to sell to and you guys aren't growing your business, what are we going to do? So, again, utilize us for that. We do care. I'd like to say everybody at GoFast really does care about your guys' businesses, your guys' success, because it hinges on our success. And, hey, also, I think a lot of you guys have been dealing with us for decade plus at this
Two
point in
decades
time.
here.
I mean, it's so we love you guys. We want to see you guys succeed in general too. So utilize that as well. That I'm sure that offer is extended by the entire sales staff.
Yeah, some of you guys with your sales reps, you've had such a long-term relationship that no longer it's sales for us. When we talk to those customers, it's literally friendships. We've built friendships. We're family. I've hung out with a lot of my customers. I do things for a lot of customers that normally a salesperson would not do. Vice versa with Ben. We go out of our way. You guys go out of your ways. Christmas time comes. You guys send us gifts, which let me tell you is very heartwarming because sometimes you forget that, as a salesperson, I hate to say this because I've actually been told this before and they got hung up on their face. A couple people consider us order takers. I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever consider or tell your sales rep that they're order takers because when I'm looking up that dash kit, Ben's looking up that remote starter you need to install on that. Just remember, we're not order takers if we're doing your job for you.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, if an order taker is all you're utilizing us for, you're missing out because we've got a lot to offer here. Again, between the two of us, obviously, but the entire sales staff. So make sure you utilize that. We're a team. We got Team GoFast, but on the bigger picture, we're all a team. We all want to see this industry do great. starts with MX 2023 this year, but we're going to keep that going on. We got Winter Summit and stuff coming, so go ahead, use us. Again, thank you, Jonathan, for saying that, because I think that is important. And thank you to the dealers that we have. Again, we couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't still be here. Jonathan wouldn't still be here if it wasn't for your guys' support. So we truly appreciate that as well.
Correct, guys. And once again, from the bottom of my heart, bottom of Ben's heart, thank you for always supporting us. Thank you for giving us patience and time when we're super busy on the phones. Thank you, and hope to see you guys at MX23.
Yeah, speaking of the phones, I guess we should probably go get back on those
Yeah,
things.
I already could hear it on the other
yeah.
line. So, guys, thank you. Later.